Yo, what's good, YouTube? We are back with some more UAB. Some more College Football 27 Dynasty mode. We're just changing the thumbnail real quick, sharing out the links. As always, let me just share it right through Messenger. Yeah, we're just playing some football tonight, guys. We're going to try to knock out 2, maybe 3 games. We're going to go through all this stuff. I'll even show you the recruiting, even though I did that off air. I did do some free practice to look at who our quarterback's going to be, and I think we've decided it's going to be Eli Holstein because he can throw the deep ball just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. But we'll look at all that stuff right before we get started. Let me share this link, though. I'm doing a lot of work over here. I'm just doing a lot of shit. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, bang. Oh, by the way, we made it official. We purchased our first license to our first instrumental. So we own a 10-year unlimited license to our first song, which is a huge deal for me. My bad. As soon as I started talking, children walked in, even though I told them I was going live. So, my bad. Like I said, we got our first song in the works. We did share a teaser on Facebook. That's the only place it's been shared. So, if you happen to know me personally, check that out. We're gonna make it even more official, and we're gonna share more news as it comes out. But the song is gonna be called "I Hate Myself," and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, kind of like a grunge rock, 90s, middle 2000s, early 2020 type of sound. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Anyways, so let's talk about football. We got Alabama at Alabama. The theme of this year was to play as many Alabama teams as possible. So we're going to play at Alabama. Then we're going to be at home against South Alabama, at home against Jackson State, at Troy, and then we'll be at Temple, home against Tulsa. This is all our conference games. Tulane, North Texas, who beat us last year. That was our only loss, at Army, who was killing it in recruiting. At Memphis, we have to beat Memphis. That's our rival. At Charlotte, and then at home, we get Eastern Carolina. Here's our preseason, or I guess week 0 top 25. We're playing Alabama in a week 0 game because they had a terrible season. They have a new coach, though. Dabo Swinney going to be the new coach for the Alabama Crimson Tide. As you can see, though, our top 25, Notre Dame, Ohio State, South Carolina, who lost their coach. He's gone. Beamer is gone. Indiana, Oklahoma, Miami, LSU, Missouri. Eli Drinkwitz, he left. Drink is gone. A&M, Auburn, Byron Brown is gone. They got a new quarterback, and their overall is not looking good. Expect them to have a bad year in this season. I'm just throwing it out there. They have like a 81 overall team in the SEC, which is not going to cut it. Tennessee 11, Texas Tech 12, UCLA 13, Georgia 14. That's crazy. We almost played Georgia. I couldn't decide who I wanted to play more, and then I decided on the theme of just playing all the in-conference Alabama teams. But here we go. We got BYU, Wake Forest, TCU, Virginia Tech starting ranked 18 because they had a big-time end of the season. Oklahoma State, UAB, there we are, number 20, Michigan 21, Northwestern 22, Oregon 23, Wisconsin 24, and Clemson, who has a new coach, also at 25. We have to look at our View AD expectations real quick. So we did. We went 13-1, and we won the conference championship our very first year. We have to go back-to-back conference championships. We do have the conference championship title in the thumbnail, but here we go. Sign at least 5 3-star recruits by signing day. Okay, we can work on. I think we can hit that one. Win 75% of your conference games. I hope we can hit that one. We did it last year. Score at least 30 points in any game this season. All right, so we got to put up some points against somebody. All these seem really manageable. I am trying to get out of UAB. I don't want to run a UAB dynasty forever. So let's hope year 2 is it. We tried to get that Mississippi State job. They didn't want us. They wasn't feeling it. We can do our little weekly practice plan. Everybody's practicing. Full practice. Everybody's practicing. It's week 0, buddy. No favoritism here. Here's a quick look at our recruiting. So I just want to show you our favorites. This is who we're going after. Ben Lucky. National rank 443. He's the 36th best left edge in the nation. We're going after Ben Lucky. I love his name, and he's out of Mobile, Alabama. Home sweet home. Ian Locumbo. He's a gem. We want him. National rank 387. He is a cornerback. He is going to be an awesome DB out of Naples, Florida. He's position ranked 31. He's 6 foot 164. A little light, but hey. Kelvin Hooker. The 8th best strong safety in the country. We're going after him. He is out of New York. He's out of New York. And then we got a quarterback, Rico Bana. We're going to go with Rico Bana right here. National rank 395. He's the 25th best quarterback out of high school, out of Canton, Georgia. He is a JUCO. I'm just now seeing that. He is a JUCO sophomore. I don't like that. I don't like JUCOs. And our running back. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest. We're going after this guy because his name is Hammer. All right, a running back named Dave Hammer. National rank 473. Position rank 58. He is a backfield threat because he's a hammer out of Montgomery, Alabama. 5'9", 204. Man, if we can get this guy, this is the guy. We will be feeding the hammer. We will be pounding the hammer. But that is our 5 guys right there. That were our 5 guys. Anything else I want to show us before getting into this Alabama game? Our career record is 13-1. We managed to go 13-1 our first year. And here is a look at everybody that's starting out year 2 of our dynasty on the hot seat, excuse me. Ryan Silverfield for Arkansas. I would be interested in the Arkansas job. I would be interested in this Penn State job. Matt Campbell on the hot seat. Kyle Whittingham on the hot seat. Already, I don't think that's how that should be, but maybe. Let's go. He's on the hot seat. I would maybe look at the Michigan job, but they're not going to be interested in somebody from UAB. I took a Nebraska job in one of the other ones, so I really would not want, I really would like to avoid taking the Nebraska job in this one. Pitt, Ole Miss, not interested in being a coach at Ole Miss. Baylor, I would maybe. Florida State is like a dream job. I get to Florida State, you're going to have to kick me out. Like, you're going to have to fire me. I'm not leaving. I don't know. That's about it, though. Arizona down here. We got to kind of stay in the South because my dude's alma mater is Auburn, and also I think my pipeline is like Alabama or Georgia or something like that. So we got to stay in the South. What else do we need to look at real quick? Here's the week 0 games. Virginia Tech at Notre Dame. That's a huge one. That is actually the game of the week, I'm sure. UCLA at Hawaii. That's not a really far travel, I guess. Hop on a plane. Wisconsin at Pitt. Tulane at Wake Forest. That's a sleeper game. If I was going to be watching the games this week, IRL, I'd probably watch that. I would probably watch that one. Because I don't know if Wake Forest deserves that 16 by their name. But we got UNLV at South Carolina. Lincoln Riley not at South Carolina anymore. He's at Texas. And then UAB at Alabama, and Alabama has a new coach. As I stated, it is Dabo Sweeney. Maybe we should have looked at the new coaches real quick, just so we can re-immerse ourselves on who the coaches are in the SEC. We got Dabo Sweeney at Alabama. Alex Golish still here at Auburn. Eli Drinkwitz, he went to Florida. Kirby Smart still at Georgia. Lane Kiffin, LSU. Brent Venerables, Josh Heupel. Lincoln Riley right here somehow fell upwards to Texas. And he's getting to coach Arch Manning. So now he's coached Baker Mayfield and a list of guys. Like a list of guys. Lincoln Riley, this is dangerous. This is dangerous right here. A&M, Mike Elko. Brent Key somehow got fired from Georgia Tech, but ended up getting the South Carolina job. Pete Golding still at Ole Miss. Ryan Silverfield, as I stated, on the hot seat. Will Stein, he's safe for now. He's safe for now. He's low. But there he is. Scott Satterfield, that's who Mississippi State took over us. They're going to regret it. Mississippi State actually has the lowest overall out of any team in the SEC. Crazy. Missouri got Butch Jones. Welcome back to the SEC, Butch Jones. And Vanderbilt has Clay Helton. And then if there's anybody else I wanted to look at, who's the new Clemson coach is Lance Leopold. Clark Lee left Vanderbilt to go to Georgia Tech. That's about it. Any Big Ten changes? Not any that are jumping out, except for Steve Sarkisian. They switched teams, basically. He goes back to the Trojans. I do believe he was a coach for the Trojans in the past. Kenny Dillingham, actually, I love Kenny Dillingham, and he's the new coach at Illinois. Don't like that. And that's about it. I would take this Maryland job too. Maryland. And over here we have us, of course. We're the best. We have a C+. We got to get our prestige up, boys. Got to get that prestige up. Let's go, though. We have to go on the road to play the Alabama Crimson Tide, who I hate with every fiber of my being. I hate them. It is a 98%, is 98 degrees, and a 100% chance of rain for this game. Keelan Russell, the quarterback for Alabama. Caden Creel, not going to be our starter. It will be Eli Holstein. They are so much better than us. And there's a quick look at our schedule again. One last thing, because I know this is taking forever. This is the first video of the season. We do have Eli Holstein right here. We brought in two really good quarterbacks. But our best recruit that we brought in was Carmani McLean right here. This dude can basically play any position on the field, but we're going to leave him alone at corner. We got two awesome offensive linemen, a DB, defensive line, quarterbacks. We bring back Roderick Robinson from last season. We also bring back our other running back, Ingram, and we got some receivers too. So let's get right into this, guys. Enough talking. UAB at Alabama. Let's go. Not looking forward to this. We have a 76 overall team. We're rocking the all white. All right. They had a bad year last season, but they got a new coach. Let's see what Alabama's got under Dabo Sweeney. His very first game as a coach is against us. Or his very first game as the coach of Alabama, I mean. As was expected, right? Like, we're going to be lucky if we score 21 points in this game, I feel like. This is going to be bad. But I wanted to play somebody who was actually a challenge. So, let's go defense, I guess. We're going to have to get back in the game. We got to get now we have to match them. We have to match the score. First touchdown of the Dabo Sweeney era. Yo, let's go. We actually got to Russell. Big Tom sack right there. Damn, we gave that up. They called us. They called us in man. I should have called. I should have been in a big zone.
Catches it cleanly at the
Does that give us a first down? Did they just bail us out? Oh, they did. They totally just bailed us out. Alabama being Alabama. They just can't help but to do some dirty shit and hit my kicker, who's actually a punter. Our kicker's actually a punter. Wow. And it would have been their ball. It would have been their ball if they don't hit my kicker. If they don't hit the kicker, I don't get that touchdown. Sit down. Sit down somewhere. Another flag. Hold on. Pass interference on Alabama. Hell yeah, give my ball back. That didn't happen. That's exactly what they needed to not happen on that play. Dirty ass Alabama. Always cheating. All right now, Alabama, Alabama has actually self-inflicted 14 points on their own self. I missed a field goal. That touchdown should have never happened. I throw an interception, and they're called for pass interference. Like, Alabama is beating themselves, and I'm just doing what I can. I'm just doing the best I can.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 54-7. They did not have a whole lot of room to stay when they took over possession. They wasted no time on plays into the end zone. Prime inside the 10. Here he goes. They try to get the ball safe. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Keelan Russell. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it to him.
Offensively, in that situation, fourth down and 4 and 4, everybody has to know where someone just has to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done. Maybe the offense is going to make it. It's going to be important this offensive line to get a little bit more vision. Just kind of keep us on the offense. Make it look right.
Look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time down.
It's raining. It's pouring out there. Alabama's snoring all the way to the locker room. I know if I was Dabo, I'd be pissed about those 2 penalties. Wake Forest up. Oh, that's his only second quarter. Pre-halftime, they're up 7 on Tulane. Maybe Wake Forest is legit, maybe not. What else we got here? Tulsa with a big W over Oklahoma State. Notre Dame whoops Virginia Tech. And what was the other one? USC beats UNLV, who was a playoff team last season. They're putting over our running back. They're putting over our offense. But what they should be talking about is how bad Alabama's executed in clutch moments. They've been called for penalties twice. Game-changing, game-altering penalties. All right, so they're starting to get they're starting to put licks on our quarterback, and I don't like that. Damn it, boy. He's starting to feel it, too. Left foot. Damn, that was me too. I was so eager to go hit to try to hit Russell.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. Will be tackled at the 49 after a big foul. This Alabama offense is quick in their second first down. Running inside. It's Brody. Aggressive like this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46. Russell unloads to the wideout.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback with 3rd down. You see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt is good. Goes in for the end zone. He just missed. Hitting him with a shot. Possession from their own 20. 9-yard pickup. It's now 2nd and 1. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time will bring it down here in the 40. Eli Holstein to throw. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to step on the edge.
Yo, so I think we might be able to pull this off. I don't want to speak too soon because Alabama definitely has the better team, but they can't run the ball on us for some reason. And I've been helped out by the referees. I'm not gonna lie to you there. I hate that there's gonna be a huge asterisk next to this, but I'm gonna take the W. I'm gonna take this W. I don't care because I put this game on the schedule knowing I would get my ass beat. Well, there they go. There it is. I made one bad read right there. The same thing I did against, same thing I did in the American Championship game. I made a bad read. I thought we had more guys over there. I thought we had an extra blocker, and I threw it out his way anyways. Bad read. My fault.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point,
That injury was our best defensive tackle. Sanders was a star last season, and we just lost him in a big moment. Big moment.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Blazers line up with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. From inside his own 10, he'll try to... really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Pushing the tempo.
And that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Here's to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what
They're about to bail Bama out. No, it wasn't. There was no roughing the passer right there. That was some bullshit. But okay.
when you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
If we're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming.
Great job of tackling the football. When you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really
That was the most Alabama shit ever. And I've seen them do stuff like that. I still think we're going to end up getting this win. That is, if we can get the onside kick. You know they're going for an onside kick here. They have no timeouts, so I can. If we get the onside kick, we just need the ball and we win, which is huge for UAB to win. Yep, that's game, boys. GG's, Alabama. If you didn't commit so many penalties, you would have probably won. But this is the biggest upset in the state of Alabama right here. Ball game. Blazers W. (24-21) on the road at one of the toughest environments you could possibly play in. I believe they were ranked number 5 up there in the toughest environments. Craziness. Not the way Dabo Swinney wanted his tenure at Alabama to start, but it ain't. You got to play more disciplined on defense. You got to not run into kickers and shit. So we got South Alabama. We were able to beat the big boy Alabama. Let's see if we can beat up on little brother South Alabama. No disrespect to South Alabama. I'm actually from Mobile, but there's the reason I'm talking shit. We have the vast overall difference here. We are not the same. Where we at here? We just gonna do limited practices, huh? Whatever it is recommended. Boom. Cool. That was a crazy game. I really had no idea we would be able to pull that off. That was crazy. Anybody ready for a visit? Yeah. Yeah. Playing time, buddy. And you too. Well, proximity to home. Let's go through here and see if everybody's see how everybody feels here. Second place, first place, third place. I want us to try to stay in that top 3 if possible. See, and we want this guy, so we gotta give me those hours. We're gonna send the house on you. We want this guy. He ain't even looking at us. He ain't even really looking at us. A lot of these guys ain't looking at us. They don't even care. This man wants a scholarship. We will spend some. Oh shit! We should have looked at that NIL money. That NIL fund. Alright, so we're gonna just drop a couple of these guys that we didn't offer, because we do a lot more damage in the off season anyways. He's not even looking at us. He don't care either. He don't care. Damn. Just a bunch of dudes that don't care. Left guard right here. Hooey. Shrinking down the list of prospects here to the guys that really deserve points. We got to get this punter. So, like, it's not an option. We have to get a punter. Everybody else, though, we're good with. All right. Nothing else really to see here. What else? That was a bad beatdown, 35-6. What is it with what's his name? James Franklin? What is it with James Franklin and not being able to win critical games? Right? He was able to beat Miami last season, but he wasn't able to do it right here when it mattered the most. Prime time. Everybody looking at you. So officially, week 1, we have Missouri at Wake Forest, South Carolina at Colorado, Virginia at Clemson, Houston at LSU, Georgia at Florida State. That's a big one. That's a big one. Miami at Utah. Big time games right there. We stayed ranked number 20 even though we beat Alabama because Alabama wasn't ranked. But that's got to be a big time blow to the confidence of the Crimson Tide fans. Again, like you just fired DeBoer, you bring in Dabo, and then you lose to UAB in his first game. I do want to see what his because now I'm interested. We put a whooping on him. Hot seat, hot seat. Yeah, you can't lose that. You can't lose to UAB, right? But here we go. UAB hosting the South Alabama Jags. I don't know how many games we're going to play tonight. Maybe this one, and then we call it. Maybe this one and one more. It depends. But let's get into this. Hit that like button if you feel like it. Subscribe if you want to watch more College Football 27. We're trying to get out of UAB, but this is fun. We're just whooping people's ass. Blazer football. Let's go, boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PA3 makes it 7.
He almost took that back. He almost returned that. But we got us a quarterback, man. I'm really liking Eli Holstein right here, though. Winston Malone, or whatever his name is, for the South Alabama Jags. We gotta shut the Jags offense down right here. We had him running for his life.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss in the last play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the outside. A stopping short of the sticks, and that'll be fourth down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Jaguars decide to play it away. Here's the return. Working well behind the sticks on
completions and 4 sport downs.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller. And you can drop it low, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him.
First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and 1 situations. On the back end, hoping to create negative plays and take it away. How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some time. You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. First down, they've got a nice lead. They've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency, getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Here's Holstein to throw. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt.
Obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. See if they can get something going here late in the half. Run inside. It's low. Sends ahead. Yards out to the 30. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Flanagan.
It's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They do such a good job of holding those football. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some ways to win.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 of their own 34. Leaving it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gather.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. To the run, because obviously you have some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first.
Okay, so I know that looked crazy calling a quarterback draw with Eli Holstein, but I did that in practice earlier and it went to the house. So it can work. It can happen, all right? Syracuse beat Penn State 41-10 down there. That is wild. So we have a goal that we have to at least score 30 points in one game this season. Wow, that's a punt. That was a punt. But that's what we're trying to go for right here. Come on, get the corner, get the corner, get the corner, get the corner. Come on. We got to get 30 points in this game. No way Ferguson just mossed on them dudes. Hold on. That was crazy. Ferguson. And when I threw that ball, I said pick. In my head, I was thinking, oh, it's an interception. But he brought it down. Our best receiver from last season. Minnesota sucks again. Well, it's new. They did have a good season last season, but now they're back to sucking again. Clemson struggling with Virginia. Nebraska just lost to NIU. And we got a classic down there between Western Michigan and UMass. But we got a belt-to-ass special between the Blazers and the Jaguars. Holstein, bro, he is a good... Bro, this is a quarterback. We got us a quarterback. And that safety should be fired. All his NIL should be stripped.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to it.
Ferguson is a monster. Ferguson catches everything. He caught that. And I thought the linebacker read that great. I shouldn't have threw that ball. Twice. I shouldn't have thrown the ball to him and he still catches it. Alright, so now we can start to chew clock and just put this game away. We can put the backups in now. We've hit our goal. We had to score at least 30 in one game. South Alabama not putting up much of a fight, so we got it done in game 2.
Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop on it.
Because it just sort of chips
will push the offense back into the market there at the 10. Another snap. 22. Motion. Keeping it to the ground inside once more. And they get it off the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
This was too easy, for real, for real. South Alabama is a 63 or 64 overall team, and we have a 74 overall. Like, we were like 10 overall points better. But, like, hey, you play who's on the schedule, right? We managed to beat the Alabama Crimson Tide in the game before this because the referees helped us out a ton. But, hey, what can you say? What can you do?
Starts with a second down play. Again, on the option. Picks up the first down. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Let's go. Blue 30. To the ground. He's got it again. This man hit for 2 out of 26. Now it's 2nd and long. Black 14. Looking for man. It's all down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Jaguars have this offense rolling. Catches.
What can I say? I kind of called that play just so my backup quarterback could get a throw on record.
He'll start the return inside his spot.
38 to nothing. Nothing. Big fat nothing for South Alabama. All right, so let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look right here. We're in first and second place for all the main recruits that we're going after. We're at level 17 currently, really close to 18. I'm glad they put back the XP options for coaching offline, man, because I ain't doing it if it's going to take me 30 seasons to play to get to level 50. But here we go. So we got a rivalry week. I don't know if we're going to play this. I don't know. I'm still debating. I haven't ate anything. I'm getting hungry. But we got Jackson State up next. They're 1-0. We're 2-0. We're ranked 17. Missouri was able to blow out Wake Forest 40-17 in a big time game. This upcoming week, we got BYU at Notre Dame, Oklahoma at SMU, USC at Washington, Texas A&M at Arizona State, USF at Boise. I wouldn't, okay. And Northwestern, who is ranked 19 at Colorado. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And then there's your top 25. Notre Dame, Ohio State, South Carolina, Indiana, Oklahoma, LSU, Miami, A&M, Auburn, Tennessee, Texas Tech, UCLA, Georgia, BYU, TCU, Miami, UAB at 17, that's us, Michigan, Northwestern, Oregon, Clemson, Washington, Virginia Tech 1-1, Wake Forest 1-1, Memphis, our rival Memphis, one of our rivals, 1-0 right there in the top 25. I don't like that. I don't like that. And then you got Malachi Tony, Mestamaker, Arch Manning, and Reed right here for our top four in the Heisman. Let's take a look at this recruiting board. This recruiting board, we gotta do something here. We ain't putting enough time on them, and we need to as many visits as possible. Yeah, see, we got a bunch of people that need visits. Playing time. Playing style. Playing time. Quarterback right here. We're going to bring the quarterback in when we play ECU way at the end of the season. Pro potential. And this guy we don't have 10 hours for. We don't got the time. This guy locked us out. Damn. But we're still doing pretty good. We are still doing pretty good. And we spent a lot of money in NIL last season to bring in the class that we have currently. Set the weekly practice plan. Man, I hope y'all are having a great night. Oh, shit. See, I'm doing it wrong. I hope y'all are having a great night. I'm debating playing this next one. I'm not even going to lie. We just played two. Should we play a third one? If we play a third one, that will be the last one for tonight. Boom. we will play this third one. We'll play Jack State. We will play Jack State. We got 30 points to spend. Let's get we got to start working on this recruiting. I hate how how they all cost more now. So there you go, 15. Jack State. What does Jack State got? All right. Coach Real Pro MT ditches coach speak, admits it's not just another game against rival Jack State. They have a badass running back, Dwight Phillips Jr. And we have a badass quarterback, Eli Holstein. They're averaging 20 points per game. We're averaging 31, which is great. Did that? We got it. Yep, score at least 30 points in any game this season. Check. Got it. All right, last game of the night, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get into this. We're hosting Jack State. What's the overall difference here? They are a 69. We are a 76. See, I believe South Alabama was a 66 across the board. Some real low 60. Really sad, but I wanted to play all the teams in the state of Alabama on this little gauntlet. The only one we couldn't get in there was Auburn, and if I'd have played Auburn, I wouldn't have played with my heart. I would have played because I love Auburn, so it wouldn't have been fair. We played Alabama. We whooped them. We didn't whoop them, but we won. We're going to change uniforms. Should we do the blackout? Should we do the gray? I think we'll do this gray. And let's get into this. Jacksonville State Gamecocks versus the UAB Blazers. Opening kickoff to the house. That's how you start the game. How rare is that? Opening kickoff to the house. 7 points. We didn't even have to put the offense on the field. Whoever the coach was that beat them 31-0, it wasn't me. But that's not a good way to start out with them. Sorry if it sounds like if I give up a big play right here, I'm eating some Doritos. I'm low key kind of snacking off to the side over here. Totally disrespectful. Totally disrespectful to Jack State.
situation, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the game coach will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block.
Time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That was nice. That spin move was nice. All right. He totally made me look like a fool right there. I know Jacksonville State hates to see UAB coming. They scored 0 points the last time they played us, and that didn't even have me in it. I wasn't even a coach back then. They should just... Why are we even calling this a rivalry game? What is the rivalry here? One team can't score and the other team scores too much and they just mad about it? Oh, I tried to strip that. Homie. You lucky. Oh, man, that was almost a pick. That was almost a pick six. We spent a lot of money to bring in Cormani McLean, and he almost had one right there. He almost had one.
Scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You have to wonder about their confidence at this point.
All right, so again, once we hit 30 points, we're letting the backups play, and we're chewing clock at this point. We're trying to get out of here as fast as possible. This is going to be another one of those games where we just blow them out. Maybe I'll put together too good of a UAB team. Only Memphis, UAB, and one other team in the American Conference has a 70+ overall, and we have one of the two highest.
The kick is up and good. From inside the 10, here he comes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. And they finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense is out getting it in gear, but maybe a little light here on first and 10. Light in now in motion. From the wide receiver. And the game clock's been way this second down away with just a few yards to go. Williams open on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The game clock's after moving the sticks through the air to the left. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And here's a
No way. No way he caught that. That's a miracle ball. Like, ain't no way. Let me see that shit. Wobble. That's a wobbler. Hey, he got a foot down. If he got a foot down, and it's in his hands, so I guess. What a play, though. Why? What? Why? There's no reason to hit the kicker.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Set to kick it off. Just unloaded on that. Run inside. It's Higgins. Going up for the first. And he surges up.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to put these guys in. They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He's looking to throw. Why not
I'm going to be honest, I'm not even sure if that's really a touchdown. But 7 points. I don't know if the ball ever crossed the plane for real. Genuinely surprised there wasn't a challenge. Well, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. Can't be letting the Pac-12 out there whoop you. Colorado, 52-16. Northwestern should have never been ranked. Wyoming beat Utah. And wow. We're whooping ass though, 35-7. Eli Holstein is a real quarterback, and I'm so glad we brought in two. Because if we'd have just stuck with Caden Creel, his overall might be one overall better, but his passing stats just aren't great. Eli Holstein, he has an average speed, whatever, average mobility, but he can throw. He's got good accuracy.
They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense. It's just boom or bust.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks are all the way down the field. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, that was all me. That was all me. That was all me. I dropped back. I dropped the edge back into coverage just to cut off the tight end in case he wanted to chip it to the tight end. Hey, and we caused the fumble. That was all me.
UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead on their first drive of this second half. And a nice shot there from the defense buying and making the stop.
This idea by the offense going back. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go for it.
Come on, Holstein. Come on, bro. That's 2. That's bullshit. Got him wide open, end zone, touchdown. You overthrowing shit. He was down. He's clearly down. That wasn't a fumble. Not that it mattered anyways. They recovered it.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Flag 14! To the air, it's Moran. Pressure coming. He's taking it. And the game clock's moving along their punt team.
those defensive linemen to try to move them out of the way to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice defensive play to get it in there and knock it away.
Those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying on the receivers and getting the pocket and making that play.
Going to try to get it himself.
For this defense, because you're trailing in the game, you're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is
A chance.
move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job on that. Defense was nobody there to defend. So coach is looking back and gets that field. He's got a unique place and also puts it out in the open field. It shows you that explosive play.
Motion from the wide out. Looking to throw one first down.
That's clearly a wide receiver turned running back. He wears 81 and plays running back. That should have been a huge red flag. You know the ball is going to him. Actually, we had a running back. On the same play, we had a wide receiver who was wearing 41 and looked like a running back. Was a former running back. And then right here, we throw it to the wide receiver who was a former. Yeah, the running back who was a former wide receiver. So confusing. So confusing. 49-7. Caden Creel got a big touchdown, a couple big runs. We're going to put in our third and fourth string quarterbacks now. Like every drive, we're going to throw in a new quarterback. Get them all playing time. Who cares?
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Working that left side. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's brought down the
Low key, kind of getting tired of people bouncing off of my hit stick tackles. If I hit stick or strip stick or whatever stick, if I used an advanced method of tackling, dude shouldn't just be bouncing off them like all the time. It happens way too much. Good run. Garbage time touchdown. They deserve it. GG's, Jackson State. 49 to hopefully 14, I'm assuming. Likely going to be 14. He trucked that guy too. See what I'm saying? Like, they just trucking. All right, here we go. We got 1 minute left. We're going to throw in our third string quarterback for one last drive of the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This is quickly turning into a celebration as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They had to come in here with 10 total turns. They were gone now. They played well. They held it well, David. Really, so much of this coaching staff to be happy.
Yeah, and now it's about stat power, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. This game is better.
Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. Fires left. They'll move the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up yards short of the line to gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The sportsmanlike thing to do in the victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. This might be a little easier.
I'm trying to score 50. Screw what the commentators say.
Right hash.
If we got a chance to score 50, we're trying. $50. $50. That's 50. Big time W. GG's to Jackson State, even though that was some unsportsmanlike, disrespectful ass shit. And that's going to be the stream, guys. We're going to check out the, we're going to hit advance and check out the next, who we play the next games or whatever, but that's the last game we're playing for this stream. We're going out on a high note here. We beat the Alabama Crimson Tide. We beat Jack State. We beat South Alabama. The only team left to play in the Alabama bracket is Troy. And again, Eli Holstein, 4 touchdowns, man. What a game. What a game. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. A bunch of nothing. We are in first place for a bunch of the guys we're going after. All right, at Troy, 50% chance of rain for that game whenever we do play it. But a real quick look, Alabama, even though we upset Alabama in week 0, Alabama upsets number 2 Ohio State 28-10. Major letdown, it says. I bet that got Dabo off the hot seat real quick. So we got Texas Tech at BYU, LSU at Kentucky, Western Michigan at Tennessee, UCLA at Purdue, Notre Dame at Michigan State, and South Carolina is still hanging on, and they're going to be at Florida. Damn, Alabama beating Ohio State, put them at one from number 1 to number 17. That's crazy. That is unspeakable to do something like that to Ohio State. Never. Texas 3-0 currently. Florida's 1-0. Georgia's 1-0. Kentucky's 3-0. Missouri's 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 1-1. 2-1. Their only loss right now is to UAB. Arkansas 2-0, Auburn 2-0. Mississippi State 1-1. They should have hired me. Ole Miss 0-2. I don't want that job. I don't want the Ole Miss job. I can't think of anything else to talk about. But there's that. Texas, Arch Manning, number 1 in the Heisman. We almost played them week 0. I wonder if we'd have beat Texas. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's it for the stream, guys. I do appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out the video and hanging out and watching some football. We'll be back with some more College Football 27 and other shit on the channel here soon. Check out my be on the lookout. We teased it. We teased my first song on Facebook today. But be on the lookout. You'll see videos and shorts teasing it on here. Probably on TikTok too. All of it's Real Pro MT2. Anything else I can think of? Probably not. But check out all the playlists. Make sure you check out that Alabama game at the beginning of this video. It was awesome. It was awesome. We had no business winning that game, and somehow we did. But tell somebody you love them. No matter what time you're watching this game. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I'm out of here, guys. Peace.